Hello everybody and welcome back to Sweet and Sour Soccer. Everton fans, you told the board, you told the owners who you wanted to be next Everton manager. And for once, it looks like they have actually listened to you, as it's set to be announced that Frank Lampard is going to be the next Everton manager. Guys, make sure to hit that like button and also subscribe to the channel as well. I'm going to be diving into a bit about whether I think this is the right appointment for Everton Football Club and what we can expect to see from Frank Lampard under being in charge of Everton. So obviously it looks like Frank Lampard is set to be announced. That's after obviously Victor Pereira come out, did that strange interview trying to endear himself to the Everton fans, and it really did backfire. There's obviously been protests going on this week against the board and how they've been running the club. And in fact, one of you guys actually told me in my previous video, 93% did not want Victor Pereira, and there was an overwhelming, I guess, demand for it to be Frank Lampard. And now it has been announced, and it is, well, it's set to be announced, or it has been announced, depending on when you're watching this, but it's pretty much done. It's over the line, and Frank Lampard is the next Everton manager. Now, this is an interesting one because I really do feel this is a good appointment when you think about what Everton need most at the moment. Everton needs someone that the team can get behind. They need someone that the fans can get behind, and the thing that's going to unite Everton Football Club. Now, it is really clear that Everton fans wanted Frank Lampard in charge, and I think that's the most important thing at the moment. As I said in the intro, the fans haven't been listened to by the board. The club's not been ran right, and that's why we see Everton potentially in a relegation battle and needing someone to make sure that they keep their Premier League status. And I really do believe Frank Lampard will be able to do that. I really do. Because I just feel that he's someone that's going to pull the fans together. He's going to pull the players together and get a united front. And when you look at the Everton team, I don't think there's any argument that Everton shouldn't be anywhere near the bottom three. They just need someone that's going to come in and unite them as one, as Everton Football Club. And if we look at this time back, obviously, in Chelsea, it eventually didn't work out. But one thing he did do when he was in the top four, achieved that top four, and when he was at Chelsea, was he achieved that top four when Chelsea had a transfer embargo. If you remember, he brought through a whole host of youth talents. Now, of course, Everton haven't got a transfer embargo, but what they have got is real constraints with financial fair play. That's led to, them not really being able to make any major signings of late, especially in this season. Obviously, in the likes of Gray, Townsend brought in on budget options. But there is a couple of, quite hopeful youngsters, the likes of Sims, Braithwaite. Obviously, Anthony Gordon's already broke into the team, and I'm sure he'll be gifted more minutes under Lampard. And you do really feel that there'll be a few more unearthed because of the way Lampard will work. Obviously, when that embargo happened at Chelsea, he brought in the likes of Mount, Reece James, who are obviously now first team players, but that was down to obviously Lampard and what he did, to be honest. Look, when it comes to Lampard for the future, do I think Lampard is probably one of the most tactical, inept, is that the right word? The most tactical, let's just say one of the best tactically. I'm not going to say I have that view, but one thing I would say is that Lampard has had some time after his Chelsea job to go away, think about what he wants to do as a manager, obviously reinvent himself, and maybe he's going to come back with some really good improvements. And I think he'll command a lot of respect from the Everton dressing room and bring everyone together as one. I think he's definitely the right manager for now. Whether he is the right manager for, for good, or however long that might be to rebuild Everton Football Club fully, I'm still not too sure. I'm not too sure. But one thing I would say is at the moment, he's been brought in to obviously unite the fans, unite everyone. And I think he will do that really well. And I do think he deserves a second chance in English football and at the top in the Premier League as well. I think there's no debate. Obviously, Tuchel came into Chelsea and has remarkably improved and went on to win the Champions League, and probably just a bit more tactical in the way of football. But Frank Lampard was and is very still at the start of his career as a manager. I think he deserves that second chance. I really do. And I don't now fear there's any trouble of Everton going down under him, to be honest. I think, just from the respect he'll claim, he will really do a good job. I mean, obviously, it remains to be seen how he does get on. But Everton fans, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Are you happy with this appointment? Are you glad it's Lampard? I'm guessing so. I'm guessing this is a man that, that everyone wanted. And also, as I said at the start of the video, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hopefully I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye.